How many of you know and love Eric Worre? Just the number one network marketing coach in the history of network marketing. On today, the author of GoPro, we're going to be talking about a wake-up call for those of you in the home business network marketing profession. We're going to keep it real today. So I'm excited, especially for those of you that are really looking to capitalize on this next quarter. I think there's a really important conversation that needs to be had right now, because how many of us have noticed it's a little harder than it was a year ago to build our home business? Maybe 2 years ago, it was a little easy. We got a little lazy. We got a little comfortable. Well, Eric's been in this profession for over 3 decades. Not only was he a 7-figure earner and built an incredible business when he was in the field, but then he retired. And what I love about him being out there coaching and training and speaking for all these companies is he has a very unique perspective.
Is how can we grow your business? Yeah. How can we help you have a breakthrough? How can we help your teams have a breakthrough? Momentum's kind of a funny thing inside of our profession. Shows up sometimes unexpectedly. It disappears sometimes unexpectedly. In momentum, there are earners created. There's people who are earners, but there's not necessarily leaders created in momentum. Leaders are created through adversity and through necessity, but not when the wind's at your back, and everything's easy. Leaders have the ability to gobble up market share when it's not super easy and all you have to do is just be having a chat with somebody and everybody's joining. The very interesting thing, I'm fascinated with data inside of our profession. In business, they have these things called KPIs, key performance indicators, inside of every business. One of the biggest KPIs is recruiting. There's really 3 phases of a network marketer's career. Phase 1 is from 0 to 10 recruits. Now, understand, I'm not saying that recruiting is all we do. Right. Actually, the only way we get paid is when product sells to a customer, right? But if you want to reach more customers and make more sales, you've got a kind of one of 3 choices. Either you can be a super influencer and have this huge, be famous and tell people to buy your product, and you just have to grind and sell some product, make some money. Or you train a few people how to be hyper amazing social media rock star influencers, and you and a handful of people go make those sales. Or you help thousands or tens of thousands of people around the world with varying skill levels do a little bit. I will tell you where you get leverage, because I went through all these phases. I learned how to do it myself, and I was the only one on my team. I had to recruit everybody. I mean, literally, I just told everybody on my team, just introduce them to me. I'll do it. Just bring them to me. I'll do it. And then I was like, no, I have to have a better plan. I need to get 10 ninjas, 10 amazing superstar, people. And I trained those 10, and about, once a month, one of them would die on me, and I'd have to, so I was in the ninja replacement business. I was just replacing ninjas constantly. And then I just said, wait a minute, what really works in network marketing? Where do I get real freedom and leverage? That's getting a lot of people to do a few simple things consistently. Oh, okay. Now we can talk about freedom. All right. So back to the 3 stages in every network marketing career. Stage 1 is the path from 0 to 10 recruits. 0 to 10 people. Now, let me define recruit. A person who has the intention of building a network marketing business, of growing a team, not just people who are using the products and get glorified customers. You know what I mean? Because, I signed up 50 people. Well, 49 of them are just customers. Come on, let's be real. 10 people who have the intention of building a business. That's the group, phase 1. Phase 2 is from 10 recruits, the path to 6 figures. And that is this: how do you go from part-time to full-time? Now we have to learn some skills. We've got to develop ourselves. We've got to become something of a leader. We've got to put some systems together. We got to do a little bit more. Phase 2. Phase 3 is the path from 6 figures to 7 figures and beyond. And it's a completely different skill set. And there's no shame in being a 1. Honestly, my first 3 years, I built and rebuilt my team 7 times. And I was just the only one ever doing anything. I didn't have duplication. I didn't have multiplication. Fast forward 12 months, all of you 1s. If you're still a 1, 12 months from today, what are the chances you're going to be building a business with your company versus just being a customer. Because some of you you just be a customer and hang out, enjoy the environment. What are the chances that you're going to still be around, pounding your head against the wall? The chances are very low, right? So my mission is to take as many people that are willing, hungry, and coachable and get them out of level one. Because I believe once you're out of level one, then you're like in the starting blocks. You can imagine a race, where they get in the blocks to go do a 100-yard dash or whatever. You're on that starting line. You're ready to go. But one is like your orientation. One is like your initiation. One is like your training camp. One is getting one done is critical, because if you don't, you're gone. I know that. You know that.
Now, Eric, can I also ask you a quick question? Now, of course,
Yeah.
we have people on here from dozens and dozens and dozens of different companies.
Sure.
A lot of people are obviously from our organization, our company.
Yeah.
And one challenge that we've seen is that a lot of these people are actually making really good money just getting customers, which is amazing. I love that. But it's an interesting, paradigm shift, right? Over the last 5-6 years with social media, getting customers, getting customer referrals, getting complete strangers to go to your link and buy is an awesome thing, but it also takes away from the need and desire for people to recruit. So I would love for you to talk about that, because I think you're hitting the nail on the head with the 10.
Right. Here's the real deal, John. Being in business for yourself has become a little bit sexy. You got all the influence houses, hey, you go to business for yourself, you can do all this stuff. But most people are being sold not a business mentally. They're being sold a job. Don't work for somebody else, work for yourself, but you're still trading time for money. Gary Vaynerchuk will say, go flip stuff out of people's garages from garage sales. Great. I mean, yes. Can you make a few bucks? You can make a few bucks. Drive an Uber. You can make a few bucks. Rent out your extra bedroom in your house. Have a stranger live in your house for, a period of time. You can make a few bucks. Decide you're going to do web design.
Right.
Great. Make a few bucks. No. I'm going to do affiliate stuff, and I'm going to go find somebody who has a product that's really good, and I'm just going to push that product for them. Great. Still trading time for money. Why did you join network marketing? Did you join network marketing for a job or for a business? To trade time for money or to get leverage? And look, a lot of companies are kind of going down this affiliate model because some people are being sold, hey, I'd rather trade some time for money and get it today than try and figure out this leverage thing that I can't figure out. If it is to be, it's up to me. I'll go sell everything. I'll trade time for money. That's most of the hustle businesses out there. One little lady in our family, she crochets hats and mittens and scarves and sells them on Etsy. Does she have a business? Well, technically, but if she's not knitting those scarves and putting them on Etsy, is she making any sales? Or is she making any money? No, she's not. She has no freedom, really. She's limited by her reach. She's limited by the number of hours she can work. And that's what most people, the thing that makes me sad is I get firing your boss, working for somebody else, work for yourself. I get it. You should do that. But if you just trade a job outside of network marketing for a job inside of network marketing, it's like somebody who could be an Olympic athlete who has somehow tied their ankles together and is hopping around while they could be running. And here's the thing. If you can sell, we could teach you how to recruit. Most people joined, and I know this, you joined because you thought that you might be able to grow a team. But then maybe you realized it was harder than you expected. And then you went, you know what? I'll go sell some stuff. And companies are rewarding you for selling some stuff, which is great. Fantastic. And then others are saying, no, listen, my heart is about getting the product to the most people. So I'm just going to focus on selling. If your heart is really around reaching the most people, how many people can you reach? What if you got 1,000 or 10,000 or 100,000 people to help you? Could you reach more? You could literally reach the whole world if you build a team. If you wanted to build a business and get leverage, you wanted to be able to have residual income. You wanted to be able to earn from a lot of people doing a little bit versus you doing a lot, then I can help you. And the second thing I just want to share is there's a huge lie going on in the world today. And I'll tell you about the lie and then I'll give you a confession. Here's the lie. Only do what you love. And if you only do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. What a crock of nonsense. What a big pile of baloney. That is not true. An Olympic athlete doesn't only do what they love. A prima ballerina doesn't only do what she loves. A top-level musician doesn't only do what they love. Now, they're willing to do it because the payoff on the other side is strong enough to pull them through the pain. Here's what's happened as a result of this lie that's being told by billionaires. It's being told by influencers. All these different people, oh, do what you love, do what you love, do what you love. Tell them the truth, billionaire. Here's the truth. If the payoff is big enough, be willing to do what sucks. Embrace the suck in order to be able to get to the result that you want to have. And now here's my confession. My confession is I never, ever got comfortable recruiting. I'm not comfortable with it today. I can do it. I'm world class. I can recruit any day I want, anytime I want, if I wanted to. I'm not actively building the field, but if that was something that I wanted to do, it would be no problem. But they told me if I did it enough, I'd get comfortable with it. And that wasn't true for me. What happened was if I did it enough, I'd become good at it. Yep, I became good at it, but I never loved it. It was necessary for me to be, because I love this. I love camaraderie, build a team, work with everybody, have fun, see somebody develop, watch somebody have a breakthrough, see somebody change their life and help other people do the same. I loved all that. So I was willing to do the thing that made me as a kind of introverted person, more of a quiet person. I know it doesn't seem like it right now, but get out of my shell because I knew there's only so much I could sell and I needed money like oxygen. So I watched what the successful people did and I learned how to do that. And I figured it out. So here's what I do. Here's why I'm saying all this to all of you. Some of you have gone, oh, this is fun. This is fun. This is fun. Oh, this is not fun. All of a sudden it's not fun. I don't know why it's not fun, but because it's not fun and I'm not loving this, I'm going to do less because everybody tells me I only do what I love. So I'm not loving this. As a parent, do you only do what you love when it comes to raising your children? Probably not. I faced my fear and I finally learned how to recruit. So this was phase one of my career. I learned how to recruit myself. What I've learned is there's only so many Nadya Meltons. There's only so many John or Marina Simones that can just go out there and be bigger than life personalities. And, we could teach you 8,000 different fancy tactics, but here's what I know. If you're in level one, those tactics freak you out. They overwhelm you. They make you feel like you can't do this. So I want you to have success without confidence. Mm-hmm. I want you to have success even though you're afraid. I want you to have success if you feel like you don't know anybody, or you live in a small town, or you failed 15 times and you need to relaunch. If you don't have skills, you don't have confidence, you don't have belief, you don't have any of that. Now, if I could tell you, I could take you, if I moved into your house, right? And I say, I know you're afraid, I know you're scared, but let me help you to get through level one. I promise you, I could help you get to level one. And we get there pretty quick, doing stuff that you can actually do. But here's the arc quickly. You need to find prospects. Pretty easy to find prospects, just somebody to talk to. Then you need to start a conversation with those prospects. Then, this is big, you need to learn to pivot that conversation from a regular conversation to a business conversation. This is where most of you fall apart. And there's a little bit of elegance to it, but every single one of you can do it. I'm going to give you exact on Saturday, word for word, specific scripts on exactly how to pivot that conversation in a way that doesn't feel awkward and strange and doesn't send people running away. From that pivot, you're going to make an invitation for people to learn more, not from you, but how to leverage things that are not you in order to educate that person about what you have. This is key. For those of you level one that don't feel confident, or you haven't had a lot of success, or you're worried because you're not making a lot of money or haven't been able to build anything yet, don't worry about that. It's not necessary. So you're going to need to make an invitation, and then you need to do a presentation again that's not about you. When I say do a presentation, let me rephrase that. You need to have the information presented to your prospect in a way that they can understand it, and it's not about you. Sounds like a magic trick, right? Is this even possible? Yes, the answer is this is possible. Then after the presentation, how many people join the first time they see something? Do you think they join normally first time they see something, first time they get the information? No, they don't. It takes some more exposure. So after the presentation, you need to keep the conversation that you started over here. You need to keep it going. And in that conversation, learn how to lead them to the answers to their questions, lead them to the answers to their objections, understand more about what it is that you have by continuing keeping the conversation going. And then you need to elegantly and professionally ask a few questions that will lead them to a decision. Are they in or are they out? Okay. That's the arc. Find prospects, conversation, pivot, invite, present, continue the conversation, and enroll. And I learned how to do this in my first 3 years in network marketing, but here's the problem. None of my people were doing it. So I could recruit people, but they would just sit there. I still just had a job. If you're just selling and you're just recruiting by yourself, it's still just a job. Yep. I'm trading time for money. Pull me out, it all disappears. So it took me 3.5 years to go, whoa, wait. What do the wealthy people do? There's this thing called duplication. I need to teach my people how to do what I learned how to do. To be honest, I wrote this book, GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. It's all about skills. Honestly, I was so hungry that I was willing to learn the skills. Here's the secret that I've just realized in the last 3 years. I've been in this profession 35 years. The last 3 years, we need to have a skill-less process for a person to be able to get 10 recruits. Think about what happens if that occurs. Because if I can help you get 10 recruits, here's what I know. Now we can start working on skills. Now we can make that burst. Now we can start to create a career, and we can go from the job of network marketing to the business of network marketing and start this transition from part-time to full-time if you choose to. It took me 3.5 years finally to teach my people, and then to teach, and then, okay. And then over the course of the last 35 years, it went from highly skilled to little less skilled to medium skill to low skill to no skill. Can we help people get success with no skills and full of fear?
It's really the missing link.
Yep.
Really the missing link. If that average part-time brand new person can recruit someone, simplifying, because it really is the hardest part, is simplifying this process for the average person with no experience and no influence.
What would happen if in the next 30 to 60 days, you personally were able to add 10 new business building recruits to your business? Personally sponsored, not on the whole team, personally enrolled, 10 new people who have the intention of building a business. Now, not all of them are going to, but let's just start there. What would happen to your business? What would happen to your confidence? What would happen to would you rank advance? What would happen to your income likely from the sales created from all of those people going out there and sharing and launching their businesses? What would happen to some of you? Like, I can't get my team to go to work. I'm working, but I can't get my team to go to work. You know what? Get your team to go to work. You go bring in 10 and tell them how you did it. That'll get your team to go to work.
Amen.
They're going to go, well, dang, I'm watching my leader. They haven't been doing much, but they just brought in 10 people. And then just tell them how. This is the key to turning your trading time for money experience inside of network marketing into a business that has leverage and scale. Leverage and scale, exponential growth, where it's not all about you.